Today's show co-host Savannah Guthrie taking this new gig. She talked about it yesterday. The network announced that she's hosting a game show. It's based on the online puzzle game we all know and love called Wordle. It basically challenges players to guess a 5-letter word in 6 tries or fewer. And apparently this new show is going to be produced by late night host Jimmy Fallon.
We've been developing Wordle as a game show for the past 2.5 years with the New York Times, and it's official. We are making Wordle game show with our host, Savannah Guthrie. Come on, Savannah.
Oh my gosh.
We can tell everybody.
I know. We've been holding this secret between us for like a long time now,
Yes.
and we're going to make Wordle a game show.
So the pair made the announcement yesterday. Guthrie said that the show was originally meant to film in March, but Universal paused production, of course, following her mom's disappearance. Joining me now is 3-time Emmy-honored media psychiatrist, TV personality, best-selling author, and speaker, expert Dr. Carol Lieberman. Good to see you, Doctor. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thank you.
So today marks 100 days since Savannah Guthrie's mom disappeared. She disappeared in January. It was shortly thereafter, we know that Savannah stepped away from her work. And then, of course, she just returned to the set last month. Now she's taking on this new role in addition to her co-hosting duties. Your thoughts, Doctor, is it too much? She said she's obsessed by the game and perhaps it could serve as some sort of distraction. Is that what's going on here? Your thoughts?
Well, I know that is what she is thinking and what she's telling people how people are excusing her. But, you know, this whole thing, these 100 days have been a roller coaster of ups and downs. And even just recently with Mother's Day, you know, she said in Mother's Day, we're never going to stop looking for you. And then the next day, she announces that she's going to be hosting Wordle in addition to what she's already doing. It's really hard in my opinion, she really hasn't been involved enough with it. You know, it was with regard to the money for information and reward. It was too little too late. I mean, I hope, you know, we all have to keep up the hope that her mother is still alive, that Nancy Guthrie is still alive. But she has a pacemaker. She has high blood pressure. She has lots of physical problems. She wasn't able to even walk to the mailbox. And so she was, in a sense, she was a sitting duck for something like this. And I think the one good thing that could come out of this, well, hopefully we'll get her back. But if that doesn't happen, the one good thing that can come out of this is a message to everyone, you know, participating, watching this story. And that is that as your parents are aging, you need to stay in much closer contact. You need to protect them more, especially if they have these kinds of physical problems. You know, she was out in the wilderness, really. And if she wanted to stay in her house, great. Then have someone stay with her. You know, have a companion of sorts stay with her.
The aging parents also have to be willing to receive that assistance. And, you know, I'm sure you've walked through something similar where sometimes, you know, aging parents want to stay independent. So it is it's a tricky subject for all families, I think, nationwide. So many have walked through that space where you're trying to get help to your parents, perhaps, but they have to receive it as well. Here's what the Savannah Guthrie did say about stepping into this new role, Doctor. Let's listen.
I just want to say, like, a quick just thank you to NBC and to Jimmy and his production company and the New York Times and the studio Universal, because they, you know, when everything happened with me and my family, they just stopped everything and said, we'll wait for you. It kind of feels strange to do everything right now, but this is something that's full of joy. We know.
She said it was her joy, and she also said in the interview she had been working on this for 2.5 years. And so to some sense, you know, I mean, psychologically, work can play a role, right, when we're coping with an uncertainty or, you know, God forbid, a missing person. But any kind of, it's a death in her life, whether or not, you know, she knows that her mom, you know, is not coming back. That is an absence in her life and a death in her life. So does work overloading yourself, does it help you cope, Doctor?
Well, you know, you can see from her face, and we've been seeing this, you know, as the 100 days have been going on. Clearly, this has been agony for her. She has been suffering. I mean, certainly don't want to take that away from her. I just, I think all of us can try to imagine what we would be like in her shoes, and whether we would be able to just, not stop, whether we would be able to stop just walking around our mother's house looking for her. But yeah, sometimes work can be a distraction from the pain, the constant agony. Sometimes it can be an overload. What she was just saying. It seems. I hope she's going to be able to not, fall apart under all of this. It's hard for anybody whose mother isn't missing, to deal with two shows at the same time. So, and starting a new one. I mean, one is just totally new. That's going to put a lot of pressure on her as well. But yes, it's going to distract her from the minute to minute agony of where is my mother? Is she alive? So in that sense, it will help. I just wish that she would spend time also out in Arizona or doing whatever she can do to help continue the search. Like she said she's doing. We're never going to stop looking for you. Well, who is looking for her? The sheriff has not really been doing a great. Excuse me. The sheriff has not really been doing a great job.
Yeah, and Director Patel, FBI Director Kash Patel, has said that the Bureau has certainly been kept out of the investigation. Certainly, you see, even NBC is saying that they were initially kept out of the Nancy Guthrie investigation, have no idea whether or not those resources very likely would have had created a different trajectory on this case.
Yeah,
not saying
absolutely.
that she wasn't already gone, but certainly their help couldn't have hurt. Dr. Carol Lieberman, great to have you this morning and have the conversation with you. Thank you. Good to see you.
Thank you.